by.
What is up, YouTube? This is Nanashi with a brand new deck profile video. This time I'll be showing you my brand new alien deck. An old archetype from way back in the past, and it has actually been a part of my past for a very long time. Before I ever ran BES or Great Kaiju as an archetype, this was the deck that usually ran in the pink slot. Granted, I used to run this deck back during the period of time when there was 3 chicken game and no limitation to the extra deck monster zone, but this deck still has some competent playstyle abilities even to this day. So let's see where this goes. First up, we'll start with the monster lineup. Starting with a playset of Alien Ammonite, the only tuner that you run in this deck, at least in my version. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon any level 4 or lower alien from your graveyard, but it's destroyed at the end of the turn. Double Alien Dog. When you normal summon an alien monster, you can special summon this from your hand, and if it's special summoned by this effect, you get to place 2 A counters on any opponent's monsters that you want. Triple Alien Hypnode. This card has a lot more playability in this deck than I initially realized. It's a Gemini monster, so you have to give up your normal summon for the turn the Gemini summon it, but if you are able to do this, then it gains the ability of taking control of an opponent's monster that happens to have A counters. But every turn you have to remove one of the A counters on that monster that you took control of, and if it runs out, the monster that had the counters on it self-destructs. 2 Alien Kid. As long as this monster's face up, any monsters your opponent special summons gains 1 A counter. And this is one of the few alien monsters that has what's known as the reduction effect. Whenever a monster with an A counter battles an alien, it loses 300 attack points per A counter that it has. And this ability does stack if you have multiple monsters with the reduction effect. 2 Alien Shock Trooper. Not really a big, essential card in this deck, it's more just another special summoning target because this deck does have some functionality problems when it comes to special summoning. But being a 4-star 1900 attack point monster is actually really good for the deck. Alien Telepath. You can remove an A counter from an opponent's monster to destroy a spell trap on their side of the field. And this does also have the reduction effect. 1 Kage to Kage, because more special summoning of level 4 monsters definitely helps this deck. And 1 Alien Overlord. You can special summon this monster by removing 2 A counters from anywhere on the field, and once per turn, while it's face up on the field, you can place an A counter on all monsters your opponent controls. And this does also have the reduction effect. Next up, we have the spell cards. First off is a playset of A-Cell Recombination Device, the latest spell card for the alien archetype. You can target a monster on the field and send an alien from your deck to the graveyard, giving that monster you targeted A counters equal to the level of the monster you sent. And its other effect is really good too, because you can banish it out of the graveyard, except during the turn it went there, to add any alien monster from your deck to your hand. Triple Catalyst Field. This is a bit of an unusual tech that I've been looking into for a while, and I've seen it pop up in a couple of other alien builds, and I completely support the use of this spell in this deck. While it's face up, you have the ability to normal summon a level 5 or higher Gemini monster without tributing. Once per turn, you can normal summon a Gemini monster in addition to your normal summon, so you could use it to get a second normal summon, or Gemini summon a Gemini monster you already have on the field. And once per turn, you can banish a Gemini monster you control that currently has its effect to target and destroy a card your opponent controls, and then that monster returns during the end phase of the next turn. Triple Code Ancient Ruins. Each time a face-up alien monster is destroyed, you get to place an A counter on this card, and once per turn you can remove 2 from anywhere on the field to special summon any alien monster from your graveyard. 1 Dark Hole, obviously. 2 Mysterious Triangle. You can automatically destroy a monster on the field that has an A counter, and if you do, you get to special summon a level 4 alien from your deck, but it's destroyed during the end phase. A pair of MSTs. A pair of Terraforming to search out that field spell. And a playset of Unexpected Die to search out your Shock Trooper. Next up, we have the trap cards. Bottomless Trap Hole, staple in all my decks. Triple Offering to the Snake Deity. Bit of a tricky trap card in this deck because if it doesn't get its full effect, it doesn't work at all. You target one reptile monster you control and 2 cards your opponent controls and destroy all 3. Solemn Warning, staple in pretty much everyone's deck. And a Torrential Tribute. Next we move into the side deck. We have an extra copy of Alien Dog, an extra copy of Alien Telepath, an extra copy of Alien Overlord, an extra copy of Mysterious Triangle, an extra copy of MST, triple Brainwashing Beam, a fun tech card I used to run in the main, but given the speed mechanic issues that this deck has, I feel like it's more appropriate in the side for now. You can target any opponent's monster that has A counters on it and take control of it, but as long as you have control of it during each of your end phases, you have to remove an A counter from that monster, and if it runs out, the card self-destructs. It's basically Alien Hypno in trap form. 1 compulsory, double Fiendish Chain, Mirror Force, and triple Planet Pollutant Virus. Basically this deck's version of Crush Card Virus. You tribute an alien you control, and destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls that don't already have A counters. And for the next 3 rounds, any monster your opponent summons, normal, flip, or special, gains an A counter. And now we finish up with the rather small extra deck. Triple Old Entity Hastor. A bit of a rare occurrence for me to summon this monster, but it has a really good effect. If it's sent from the field to the graveyard for any reason, I can target an opponent's monster and equip it with this card, and Hastor becomes Fiendish Chain. The equipped monster cannot attack, and its effects are negated. But if Hastor leaves the field while in the spell trap zone for any reason, then I gain control of the monster that it was equipped to. Triple Cosmic Fortress Golgar, the true-to-life boss monster of this particular deck. Once per turn, you can take any number of face-up spell traps, put them back in the owner's hands, and then distribute new A counters equal to the number you return. And, once per turn, you can remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the board to destroy 1 card your opponent controls. And Triple King of the Feral Imps. Once per turn, you can detach a material to add any reptile monster from your deck to your hand. And that's the deck. Honestly, this deck has some immediate issues with its ability to run, mainly from the fact that being all reptile and having no link monsters available to it at this moment in time, it's very slow in being able to produce powerful monsters from its extra deck. But being a beta stage test deck, that obviously means that there's a lot of room for this deck to grow, and I'm going to keep working with it until I can figure out exactly what this deck needs to make it operate. Also, I'm kind of holding on to hope that they're going to make a generic reptile link monster so that this deck actually has the ability to function normally. I thank you guys for watching the deck profile video. If you can think of any way that I can improve this all reptile deck, feel free to let me know. But in the meantime, this has been Nanashi, signing out.
What's the next stage? What's the next stage?